Giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect. This is Brother Tyler Pye here with you once again with another lesson. And this lesson is going to be brought to you by the movie The Road, all right? The brothers there's a snippet of that movie, The Road, circulating. And it was the scene in the movie where the, the the main character, the guy in the movie, was having a flashback to when his wife left him. He was reminiscing, all right, when she left, and it just it, the director and the writers, they they both really captured the essence of the modern day woman in that type of scenario. All right, they nailed it. All right, and how do I know? I know the same way they know from the scripture, because it's the same shit that Job had to deal with when he lost everything. You see, in the movie, which if you hadn't seen, in this movie is I think it came out like 2010, somewhere around there. But anyway, in the movie, it's an end time dystopian setting. You know, after like a nuke had destroyed certain parts of the U.S., and so this man was reduced to nothing, just as Job, but in a different type setting. But it shows you the same thing that you saw in Job, that the woman is not with you. All right. So I guess I can't even say modern woman because it happened in Job's time. You know, women have always been selfish, and there's always exceptions to the rule. But when you get with these women, brothers, you have to understand a lot of the time the women or the woman that you get with, she's not there for you. She's there for her. And what she can get, what benefits she can get from you, and what resources you can afford to her. All right? They're not in there, oh, it's us, you know, and we're going to go through hell and high water together. That's why Job made the statement that he made, and I'm gonna go grab that because I had mentioned that to a brother the other day. That Job said, "Shall we receive good at the hands of the Lord and not evil?" You see, a woman, she doesn't have a balanced approach like that because women are generally reprobates. Women are reprobates. All right, and you have to understand that this is also why the Scripture says uh, that you must deal with a woman according to knowledge. All right. You can't deal with a woman based on emotions, based on feelings, all right, and just based off of sight. You know, she's so beautiful, she's so fine. You got to deal with a woman according to knowledge, all right, and that's 360 degrees. You got to know a little bit about their nature, and you got to know the more the better. You got to understand yourself when you're talking about getting into relationships with women, and you got to know. Yeah, you got to deal with wisdom. All right, how to check them, how to put them in check, how to draw back to keep from getting caught up in emotional arguments. You know, it's a lot to know. Things that no one taught us. All right, things that most of us have learned or are learning in this truth. All right, let me go to Job. All right, might be Job chapter 2. It might be Job chapter 1. Yeah, I believe it's the second chapter. So, let's see here. And matter of fact, yeah, I am gonna bring this out because I'm gonna show you something too. Here in this, within Job's story, his testimony, and we're gonna start right here. All right. This is Job chapter 2, verse 9. Then said his wife unto him, thus thou still retain thine integrity? Curse Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai and die. All right. It's come out the mouth of your precious queen to be. All right. It's coming out the mouth of your strong and independent woman. You see, this is coming out the mouth of Miss I can't do no wrong. This is what she said. Dost thou still retain thine integrity? Curse God, the Most High, and die. All right. So what she was saying is, it's better just to leave here and not deal with any of this bullshit. That's their sentiment. They are not accountable. Responsibility is far from them. And any little sign of trouble, struggle, or just having to hunker down and be disciplined, they're out the door. Yes, you're a strong, black, independent woman. She burning rubber like a road runner. You know? So she said, curse God and die. All right? Now, with one of the men, and this was ISUPK had pointed out, and it could have been the General Johanna, or, one of his sidekicks had brought out that she echoed the exact same sentiment of Satan. What did Satan say? Here in chapter 1. Okay, it must be up further. Yep, okay, so this is it. All right, so I'm going to start at verse 9. This is Job chapter 1, verse 9. It says, Then Satan answered the Lord and said, Doth Job fear Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai for naught? Has not thou made an hedge about him and about his house and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. All right, it's showing you how Satan works. All right, you got to study Job, because you get an insight into how Satan works. So he's having a discourse, all right, conversation with the Most High, and so the Lord say, "See, Job is a mighty man in righteousness." And so Satan persuading the Most High, no, look, hit him with this, that, and the other. I bet you he gonna what's the term? I bet you he'll denounce you then. So this is what Satan is doing right now on the left hand side of the Father to each and every last one of us. All right, him in his demonic hierarchy. All right, so it says again, verse 10, has not thou made an hedge about him and about his house and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. But, see, he's suggesting this to the Most High. Put forth thine hand now and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. This is what Satan proposed that the Lord was going to do. Showing you that what? Going back to verse 2, it's showing you that Satan works through your woman. Because what did the woman say? The exact same thing that Satan did. Here in verse 9. Then said his wife unto him, thus thou still retain thine integrity. Curse Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai and die. Exact same thing that Satan told the Most High that Job would do. So Satan did what? Jumped on Job's wife. Because Job was a man of heavy integrity. And then in verse 10, I believe this is the point, but he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. All right? See, this is Job thought he had him a solid woman. Job thought he had him a woman of integrity. And now he's having to reprove her and curse her ass out because she tripping. He should have told her the exact same thing that Yahushua told Peter when Peter told the Lord he wasn't going to go on the cross. Job should have told her, get thee behind me, Satan. All right, that's what he should have told her. But I mean, he said it right. He did the right thing. Verse 10, but he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High? And shall we not receive evil? In all this did not Job sin with his lips. All right. Apostle Gabar go into this all the time about speaking the right things, not sinning with your lips. And he went into a lesson on Job and his friends because they were going to get judged. And the reason why Job's friends were going to get judged because they didn't speak the thing that was right concerning Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Now you got these niggas like JD acting a damn fool, taking the name of the Lord in vain. You got IUIC refusing to publicly publish the name. And you just got guys just all around, they're not teaching correctly. Whether it's on the mark of the beast or who can be saved, who salvation pertains to, or just the end days and period. You got guys don't even touch prophecy. There are guys out here calling themselves teachers of Israel. They don't even touch prophecy. Are they not reading the scripture? You got Old Testament only Israelites. I'm reading out the Old Testament. For you not to sin with your lips, you must eat the entire roll. You don't eat a portion of it, you're going to go off. And you're going to speak that which is wrong concerning Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. You got guys don't even teach Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is the gospel. He is the gospel. The good news is that he manned up and went on the cross for us. That's the good news, that we might have life and have it abundantly. And that's the good news. You got guys who don't even teach that, calling themselves teachers and masters of Israel. But here you see how Satan works through your woman. And sometimes you got to tell your woman, get thee behind me, Satan. All right? Resist the devil and he will flee. And so after this, after verse 10, there's no more mention of Job's wife. You know why? She got the hell up out of there. Might not have made it far, but who knows? She might have went on and got with somebody else and lived a glorious life. Who knows? But there's no other mention of her. And the reason why? Job had to go through this journey on his own. And that's a lesson to us in this truth. You might have to go through this journey on your own. I know some of y'all out there booed up and you You talk about your rib and you know, you put her in a real good light when she doing right, you know. And then you might come around brothers with your face long when she doing wrong. So just, you know, arm your mind, arm yourself with the mindset that you may have to do this alone. You know, and in the road, she just left. But for some of us, your woman might take your children, and it literally might just be you. All right. So just to set that up to show you, man, the woman is about herself. She's not gonna struggle with you. She's not gonna, and that's why these women have the mindset that they have. Yeah, 666. He got to be 6 foot, making six figures, and have a six pack. Yep. All right. Good luck with that. As soon as you say, look, you're a little bit too big, and then you the worst person on earth. But they can tell you all kind of shit wrong with you. But that's, you know, that's the entitlement of a woman. So getting back to Luke, this is Luke 17 and starting in verse 28. Likewise also, as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. All right, so yeah, it's painting a scenario for you. Everything was all good. All right, it was all good just a day ago, and you know society was intact. And say they were eating, drinking, they were buying and selling. You know, a normal the you know uh, uh, um, a normal life in the day of Sodom and Gomorrah. But it says, but the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. And that was all 5 cities. Well, it was 5 cities that got hit. Um, well, you had Sodom and Gomorrah, you had Admah, Zeboam, and Zoar. That was all into that lewd, filthy debauchery that them goddamn them Canaanites be, you know, that they're infamous for. All right, so okay, yeah, verse 30. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. So it's gonna be the same way, right? Except Jacob's trouble gonna be in full fledged, you know, full swing. But yeah, it's gonna be, you know, society functioning as usual. Then all of a sudden, you know, you can see a EMP attack taking out all communications, electronics, certain devices. Your cars are not going to work because that's why they put all the technology in the cars so they can control them. Remember OnStar? You don't hear about that too much no more. But yeah, they have the ability to shut your car down and remotely drive, you know, these cars today. So I'm saying that to say a lot of you ain't gonna be even be able to get around. And it's going to be just like that, just like it's telling you. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. It's going to be what the scriptures say, you know, as a woman in travail. And so right now we feeling those contraction pains. They're coming more frequent. All right. And it was in the past, it'd be something here, you know, and we all gravitate to it, and all of us at the church, and we discuss it, pass it around, and you know, then it might be a month, 2 months later before something else happened. Right now, It's boom, 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 boom. It's just one thing after the other, like dominoes. Those are the contractions. You know. Now it's hard to keep up. There's so much going on, and all that they're doing is cycling this Israel Gaza shit in the news, and there's tons of other things going on around the world that they should be covering. All right, and the news is just quit watching mainstream news because all that is trauma-based mind control. They're showing you these images of war, and they're not giving you any substance. All right, they're not giving you anything, any info, real info that you can actually put into effect. They're giving you trauma-based mind control, and even down to the credits. And when the news first come on, yeah, they MK Ultra is in full effect in Babylon. It ain't just behind some closed doors in a secret laboratory anymore. It's on your TV screens. It's in your social media. It's on your phones, your laptops, your tablets. You know. So anyway, back to this is like the contractions. You know, is where they pick up, and that's your warning. That's your only warning that you get. See, people are not paying attention right now to the contractions. Because when the water breaks, that's it. All right? And then the water's going to break when the MOTB is mandatory and there's no other forms of payment. That's when the water breaks. And then you're going to see what I'm talking about. Because shit is going to fly. When they say shit hit the fan, that's what it does. It flies. Shit is going to fly. And that's in both senses of that term. All right, so, yep, all right. Again, verse 30, even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. Verse 31, in that day, he which shall be upon the housetop and his stuff in the house, let him not come down to take it away. And this is just giving you a sense of the gravity of the situation that we're going to be in. You ain't going to have that type of time. When you get wind of shit going down, take shelter. The fuck trying to go get, man, let me go get, you know, oh, I need to go grab my gun. Go and grab it. And you're gonna find more guns than what you was looking for. Go and go grab it. You know? Yeah, this the time that we're in. All right, in that day he which shall be upon the housetop and his stuff in the house, let him not come down to take it away. And he that is in the field, let him likewise not return back. Exactly. And then verse 32, remember Lot's wife. All right. Remember Lot's wife. And that's, what the movie reminded me of. All right. Because Lot's wife looked back. And the woman, if you watch that scene, then, and yeah, the acting even was good because she had a blank stare in her eyes. The man was crying, trying to get her to stay. No, please stay with me one more night. Don't go. Don't go. Please just stay. He say, stay here with us. I need your help. And the whole time she was emotionless. Blank stare in her face, blank look on her face, 1,000 yard stare in her eyes. You know, the lights was on, but she wasn't home. You know, because the woman is not about the straight gate. All right, the woman is not about the straight gate. Now, again, that ain't to say all women, but let's say a majority of women do not want to deal with that straight gate, even if for a moment. But then Captain Tazariak gonna sit his sorry ass up there and tell people that the woman is the most powerful next to the Most High? It's a reason why this was written. Remember Lot's wife. Why? Because she was the weaker vessel who got destroyed. Because she didn't have the integrity not to look back. And what she was looking back on was she was missing that way of life. Lot had it popping too. Lot had it going on. All right. And she was missing that life. So she had to go. So remember Lot's wife. And the main lesson there, see, that doubles, all right? That doubles for your wife. Is as I went into the lesson about went into the lesson Monday on the Isaiah the 4th chapter. 4:1 was 7 women should take hold of one man. All right. Well, in a similar fashion, remember Lot's wife works two ways like that as well. All right. So it's speaking to us as far as all women. You might have to forget about her. She in the right mind. If she's looking back, she could cause you to stumble. You ever try to run looking back? I mean, you can do it, but if you don't know the terrain, you can quickly stumble. So that's in one sense, and also it pertains to us, the men of the Lord, the wives, the bride of Yahushua. We got to remember Lot's wife so we don't do like her. We ourselves don't get caught up looking back. Because the Lord is slowly stripping us. If you see, through inflation, through hard times, unemployment, the Lord is slowly stripping us. So it's going to come to a point, shit, we going to be asked out. I ain't getting no mark. I'm not getting Esau's mark. I already got my mark, and I'm good with the mark I got. All right? I got my Thawa, and I'm fighting to hold on to it. Okay? But I got my Thawa, so I don't need no other mark. Whatever come with the Thawa, it just come with the Thawa. Which Thawa is a Hebrew word meaning exempt, to make exempt from judgment. I'm trying to keep that mark. I don't want now another mark. All right, I'm good. So that means I'm going to be stripped bare. I don't know what I'm going to be doing or where I'm going to be. Besides in the Lord, Lord willing. But physically, I don't know what the Lord is going to have me. What are you going to have me doing? But I have to remember Lot's wife so I don't look back. As well as not get caught up in my woman and be just like Lot and just keep it moving. Lot kept it stepping. So we as Yahushua's wife, we don't need to be looking back. You know, certain food we missed. Man, I sure miss, you know, certain things we did. Oh man, I miss going here and doing that. You know, a bunch of different things. You know, no, we can't look back. The kingdom is ahead. We got to look forward. Okay, pressing toward the mark every day. All right, that mark of righteousness. All right, and staying kingdom minded. Remember, the scripture says, uh, having thine eye single, the whole body shall be full of light. So have your eye single on the kingdom. All right, and fuck all the distractions. So to the next one, shalom, and stay up.